This February, Suidooster is packed with twists and secrets that push everyone to their limits. Wade fights for the truth, Kashifa spirals into chaos, and Susan uncovers unsettling clues about Celia's. With shocking revelations and life-altering decisions, can anyone escape unscathed? Stay tuned, nothing is as it seems. On Monday, 3rd February 2025, episode 2249 brings an intense and suspenseful chapter where Wade believes his troubles with the police are finally over. However, a lingering question looms: has he truly escaped the shadow of his past, or is there more waiting to unravel? Meanwhile, Riaan decides to give Hanli one last chance, but the pressure is mounting, and time may not be on their side. Kashifa's growing fears for her and her baby's safety drive her closer to a breaking point, leaving her family deeply concerned. The twists in this episode are sure to leave viewers questioning every move. What would you do in their shoes? Be sure to drop your thoughts in the comments and like this teaser to share your excitement with fellow fans. Tuesday, 4th February 2025 brings a thrilling episode 2250, where Riaan makes a long overdue decision, setting into motion a chain of events that could change his life forever. As he faces the consequences, Kashifa's unraveling continues, her paranoia threatening to push her over the edge. Meanwhile, Detective Malherbe's investigation begins to bear fruit, adding a layer of intrigue and suspense. With so much at stake, this episode promises to keep you guessing. Don't forget to hit the like button and let us know in the comments what you think Detective Malherbe will uncover next. On Wednesday, 5th February 2025, episode 2251 promises jaw-dropping moments as Alana is left utterly shocked by Kashifa's increasingly erratic behavior. While Riaan's day takes a heartwarming turn thanks to an unexpected visitor, Bridget makes a discovery that raises her suspicions, prompting her to dig deeper into the mystery. Wade's ordinary day takes a sharp and unexpected turn, leaving him blindsided by unforeseen events. What could this mean for Wade's future? Don't miss the chance to share your predictions in the comments. This is one episode where every detail counts. On Thursday, 6th February 2025, episode 2252 delivers heartfelt moments intertwined with growing tension. Bridget shares her wisdom with Riaan, offering advice that could shape her next big move. Meanwhile, Maimoina steps into her nurturing role, having a meaningful and emotional conversation with the new parents, reminding them of the strength they hold. As Stella becomes increasingly excited to spend time with Riaan, a sense of unease lingers. Will this excitement bring joy, or is trouble lurking around the corner? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to give this post a like if you're rooting for these relationships to thrive. Friday, 7th February 2025 brings episode 2253, an episode packed with drama and mystery. Wade and Zoe decide to take matters into their own hands, embarking on an investigation that could reveal more than they bargained for. Meanwhile, Bianca crosses paths with Riaan, and her actions leave him stunned and re-evaluating everything. On the other side of town, Rafik is pushed to his limit by Kashifa's relentless paranoia, and the tension threatens to boil over. If you think Rafik's patience will hold, or if disaster is looming, let us know in the comments. And make sure to like this post to show your support for Wade and Zoe's daring mission. On Monday, 10th February 2025, episode 2254 brings a mix of breakthroughs and heartbreaks. Kashifa wrestles with her fear as she tries to leave Dullah behind for a doctor's appointment, but the tension is palpable. Bianca confronts Riaan with a brutal honesty that shakes him to his core, forcing him to face truths he'd rather avoid. Meanwhile, Wade and Zoe's investigation hits a pivotal breakthrough leaving them closer to answers but far from safe. Will they succeed? The suspense is real, and we want to hear your take. Drop your predictions below and hit like if this episode has you on edge. Tuesday, 11th February 2025 sees episode 226, 2255, take viewers further into the depths of mystery and emotion. Detective Malherbe uncovers a significant lead that could change the game entirely, while Kashifa tries to evade a critical therapy session, only to face Maimona's firm determination to help her heal. Ilana is thrown off balance by a sign that Susan may be returning home sooner than expected, setting off a wave of anticipation. Could Susan's return bring resolution or more drama? We want your take. Don't forget to leave a comment and share your thoughts about Kashifa's struggle to confront her reality. Wednesday, 12th February 2025, episode 227-2256 ramps up the suspense as Wade glimpses a glimmer of hope, though the odds remain stacked against him. Rafiq is baffled and frustrated by Kashifa's bewildering decisions, leaving him grappling with how to help her. Meanwhile, Susan meets Ilana's old school friend, but there's something unsettling about this encounter that she can't shake. Is her instinct hinting at trouble? Like this teaser and let us know your thoughts. Do you trust Susan's gut feelings? On Thursday, 13th February 2025, episode 228, 2257 delivers mounting tension and unexpected developments. Susan's patience is put to the test as Silius continues to irritate her with his peculiar behavior, leaving her questioning his true intentions. Meanwhile, Wade's nerves are on edge as he awaits critical news, the weight of uncertainty hanging heavily over him. Kashifa finally experiences a breakthrough in her journey, but the question remains: how long will it last, and what new challenges might arise? Keep the conversation going in the comments, and if you're feeling the suspense, don't forget to hit like before you move on. Friday, 14th February 2025 brings episode 229-2258, an episode packed with revelations and emotional confrontations. Ilana helps Susan see Silius in a new light, shedding insight into his puzzling behavior. Rafiq stumbles upon a shocking discovery that shakes him to his core, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. Elsewhere, Nazim's latest mistake leaves him feeling like a failure, but Kashifa appears to be planning something unexpected. What could she be up to? Let us know your theories in the comments, and if you're as hooked as we are, make sure to share this post with fellow fans. On Monday, 17th February 2025, episode 230-2259 escalates the drama as Kashifa plans to take an unthinkable step that shocks her family and friends to their very core. Susan and Silius attempt to find common ground, though their strained efforts hint at deeper unresolved issues. Meanwhile, Wade and his friends gather to celebrate their newfound freedom, but could their joy be short-lived? Don't forget to leave your comments about Kashifa's surprising actions, and hit the like button to show your support for the twists and turns in Suidooster. Tuesday, 18th February 2025, episode 231-2260 keeps the tension alive as Kashifa's shocking actions leave her loved ones struggling to understand her motives. Susan begins to suspect that Silius' financial situation might not be as stable as he claims, raising red flags she cannot ignore. Meanwhile, Angie's idea sparks a plan for Gary and Justin, though an embarrassing moment leaves Carlo caught in the crossfire. Share your thoughts on Silius' mysterious dealings in the comments below. Your guesses might just hit the mark. Wednesday, 19th February 2025 brings episode 232-2261, where Susan decides to trust her gut and secretly follows Silius, uncovering clues that could change everything. Carlo finds himself sneaking behind Riaan's back, adding tension to an already volatile situation. At the same time, Kashifa turns to Maimouna for help, pleading for guidance as she faces her latest challenge. What would you do in Susan's position? Drop a comment and let us know. Don't forget to like this post if you're captivated by the suspense. On Thursday, 20th February 2025, episode 233 2262 reveals more turmoil as Rafiq wrestles with the fallout of Kashifa's unpredictable behavior. Gary focuses on his new app, pouring all his energy into making it a success, while Susan agrees to receive a mysterious parcel for Cilliers, only to grow even more suspicious of his intentions. Carlo finds himself in deep trouble as his decisions come back to haunt him. Don't miss out. Like this teaser and share your theories about what's in that package. Friday, 21st February 2025, episode 234, 2263, turns up the heat as the Jacobs sisters decide to teach Carlo, Zoe and Riaan a lesson they won't forget. Meanwhile, Gary's app shows signs of promise, though Justin's interference creates friction between the two friends. Rafiq finally confronts Kashifa with the truth, but will she accept it, or will her paranoia continue to cloud her judgment? Be sure to leave your comments on this explosive episode and hit the like button to keep the conversation going. On Monday, 24th February 2025, episode 235, 2264, Kashifa retreats into isolation, refusing to see anyone, leaving her family desperate to reach her. Carlo's reckless actions infuriate Riaan, pushing her to her limit and sparking a confrontation that could have long-lasting consequences. Meanwhile, Susan's suspicions about Cilliers deepen as his unexpected confession about his behavior leaves her stunned and scrambling to make sense of his motives. What do you think is behind Cilliers' confession? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit like if this episode has you hooked. Tuesday, 25th February 2025 brings episode 236, 2265, where Maimouna makes a heartfelt attempt to mediate between Rafiq and Kashifa, hoping to mend their fractured relationship. Gary, on the other hand, has thrilling news to share that could change his future, while Riaan takes a firm stance with Nazim, laying down the law and making it clear where she stands. Will her tough love lead to change? Drop your opinions in the comments and give this teaser a like if you're rooting for Riaan to hold her ground. On Wednesday, 26th February 2025, episode 237, 2266, Kashifa makes an emotional and challenging request of Maimouna, leaving her mother torn between support and hesitation. Meanwhile, Nazim begins strengthening his bond with Carlo, though Bridget and Riaan grow increasingly wary of his intentions. Gary's resentment toward Justin boils over, creating a rift in their friendship, while Cilliers' worsening health becomes harder to hide. What do you think Nazim's endgame is? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like this post if you're enjoying the drama. Thursday, 27th February 2025 delivers episode 238, 2267, where cracks begin to show in Gary and Justin's partnership, leaving their plans hanging in the balance. Bridget's suspicions about Nazim intensify, especially when she suspects he has dodgy plans involving Carlo. As Rafiq struggles to process the decisions weighing on him, the emotional stakes are higher than ever. What would you do in Rafiq's position? Share your insights in the comments, and don't forget to hit the like button to support your favorite characters. Friday, 28th February 2025, episode 239, 2268, wraps up the month with a dramatic crescendo as Bridget convinces Riaan to step in and pull Carlo away from Nazim's influence before it's too late. Rafiq is left grappling with the harsh reality of his circumstances, unsure of how to move forward. Meanwhile, Justin's actions go too far, creating tension and potential fallout with Gary. As the episode ends on a cliffhanger, fans are left speculating about what's next. Don't forget to share your thoughts and predictions in the comments. Your theories could lead the conversation. Thanks for tuning in to the Suidooster February 2025 teasers. What do you think will happen next? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment, and I'll catch you in the next video, coming right up.